Shana Brie Peacock. How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I'm glad to have y'all here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So go ahead and tell everybody what you're here to talk about today.
So we're with Shine Together. We are a local nonprofit here in Johnson County. We service our disadvantaged high school students.
Awesome. So why don't y'all go ahead and kind of talk about yourselves a little bit and tell everybody where you born and raised and all that stuff. You want to start with you, Shana?
Okay. I'm Shana Peacock. I was born and raised in Venus, Texas, a very small town back in the day, but now it's gotten bigger. I am married to Jeff Peacock, been married for 36 years, have two amazing, I guess they're not children anymore, they're grown adults, and been blessed to do what we do. We own Peacock's Transmissions here in town, and then we have the nonprofit. We started it in 2017. So,
All right.
yeah.
Brie?
So I was born and raised here in Cleburne. I went to school in Joshua. Obviously, I'm the daughter of Jeff and Shana Peacock. I help run our transmission shop and, do whatever I need to do for Shine. I'm married. We have no children, just a bunch of crazy weenie dogs.
That's all right. That's all right. So what is Shine Together? What exactly, what's, the system behind it, and, who are you actually, trying to help and all that stuff, and what kind of help are you trying to get from the community?
Okay. SHINE stands for Serving, Helping, Inspiring with No One Excluded. We don't ask any questions. We are purposely driven to high school students because when we started in 2013, we did backpacks, 500 backpacks for local pre-K through fifth grade students with all their school supplies. Then an admin, when I was asking for school supply list, she says, "What are you going to do for my high school students?" And I looked at her and I kind of laughed and I said, "Nothing." She said, "Why not?" And I said, "Because most high school students don't bring notebooks, they don't bring pen, they don't bring paper, they bring cell phones. So nothing." And she says, "We have a homeless population." I was like, "No, we don't, because I help with the homeless population around." And she said, "We do, because in the state of Texas, if you do not live with an immediate family member, you're considered homeless." So that day I went home and I told Jeff, I said, "Hey, we're going to do something." He said, "What are we going to do?" And I said, "We're going to feed these kids." And he said, "With what money?" And I said, "Out of your pocket and out of my dad's pocket." And he said, "No, we're not going to do that." I said, "We are." So that Friday, we started at the team school. We had 42 students that we were feeding every Friday, and I would go grocery shopping. By the time the end of school year was up, we had 68 students that we were making sure that they had food over the weekend, and we started Project 66. There's 66 hours between a student's lunch on Friday and their breakfast on Monday morning. So we started making sure that they had food to eat, and that started in 2017. We officially became a nonprofit in 2019. We are now in 11 high schools across Johnson County, servicing about 400 to 450 high school students every single weekend. We've opened up 4 free student-ran grocery stores where we just drop off the food. We have a store manager, a receiver, an assistant manager, and stalkers. So they come out and they get the food and they fill the pantries, their grocery stores, everything themselves. And we are in the process of fixing to open up 2, maybe 3 more stores.
Awesome. Where are all the locations of the stores?
We have Venus. We were in Rye Vista, Blum, and Burleson, the collegiate campus, and did I say Venus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Venus, we were in Cleburne, Team, Phoenix, they're together. It's the alternative and the DAEP campus. Blum, Joshua. Yeah,
Yes.
we're in Joshua.
And then we do scholarships.
Oh, that's
$1,000
awesome.
scholarships, but it's not for your valedictorian, salutatorian, or top 10%. It's the kids that sometimes get overlooked, that their grades aren't what a big company may think that they should be. So they get $1,000 scholarships, and they're our next nurses, plumbers.
But it's our students who have a servant's heart.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times it'll be students who are receiving that food. We've had it be like the manager of one of the grocery stores, somebody that the teachers, see and can see that they're trying to make a difference. They're helping other students. They're really involved. So some really deserving kids.
That's awesome. So, how do y'all get most of y'all's funding? Is it just by donations only, or
Yeah.
do y'all do any kind of events or anything like that to try to help?
Christmas, we usually do a big winter wonderland out at the Sheriff's Posse. It is free entry. The only thing that we ask is if you bring a non-perishable food item that, we can use to put in our grocery stores. And we have, free pictures with Santa and the reindeers and bounce houses and vendors and all of that. And we usually bring in quite a bit of food that way. Or they can do a cash donation.
And on the first Wednesday night of the Johnson County Sheriff Posse Rodeo, it's free Wednesday night, and that's sponsored by Russell Feed. If you bring a canned food item or macaroni and cheese or stuff that can be shelf stable that we can put in the grocery stores or the backpacks, because where we don't have the grocery stores, they get a backpack and they take that home over the weekend, and it has 7 meals in it and 3 snacks so that they have food for the weekend.
Oh, that's cool. And you said this was back in 2017 is when y'all started this, is
Yes,
that correct?
sir.
So that's almost 10 years now. Okay, because I remember when the building came up over there on Kilpatrick
Yeah,
and Nolan River, and that was the first time I'd kind of heard anything about it. And I remember asking some questions, and then Chris Lathers is actually the one that told me about what y'all were doing, because I really didn't have any idea. I knew it was, something for the community, but I didn't know exactly what it is.
sir.
So do y'all have more buildings like that set up? What does that building actually do? Is that one of the grocery stores that are here in town?
No, that's actually our office where we warehouse out of.
Okay, I got you. So, how many people do y'all have working for y'all to help distribute everything?
We don't have
and
any
all this
paid workers.
stuff? Yeah, all volunteers.
All
Yeah, all
volunteer.
volunteers. We have some ladies that come and will pick up food from us from the Shine building on Kilpatrick or Granbury. And, they'll deliver to the schools for us. Or they'll come and help us, stock the shelves when we get like big food items in from like either, Christmas or the rodeo and things like that. Sean, my aunt, she kind of oversees all of that now, and that's been a huge help to my mom. I know that.
Yeah, I know Sean actually.
Yes.
I
Probably from the music business.
well, it was actually before that.
Really?
It was because I went to school in Covington, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, so did her daughters.
Yes.
So yeah, they were younger than I
Yeah.
was, but yeah,
Okay.
knew her
Small world.
knew her from high school.
That's
basically.
crazy that I didn't know that.
I didn't. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah,
I didn't even put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, I thought you knew that. Oh wow, yeah,
You'll have to stop by and visit her one day.
yeah.
Yeah.
It has been so long because the last time I did see her, yeah, she was like managing musicians and stuff,
Yes.
or something along that sorts. It was a long time ago, so I don't really remember because I've been out of the music game for quite a while now. It's been like 15 years, so
So now she's managing a nonprofit.
Yeah.
that's awesome. So how do people go about helping? Did they just need to? Is y'all have a website, or they need to call you, or?
We do. And we're on Facebook. Everything's listed on there, and we have an Amazon wish
I was
list.
gonna say our Amazon wish list has the most impact, I think. We'll share it every once in a while on our Facebook, or like people will ask for it, and my office at the transmission shop is like overflowing with boxes of food sometimes. So that's usually a big help. We'll update that. But people are always welcome to drop by food to us. We have people that will do that, or just monetary donations through like Venmo, Cash App, things like that.
Okay, so if somebody does want to volunteer, do y'all have like set up times that you would need people to come and volunteer to either take or do things like that?
Yes, and Sean is the one that's over that, so they would just get with her.
Okay.
Because we deliver Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to all of our schools, and then we're fixing to pick up the next 2, so we would need more people to volunteer to deliver there as well.
Okay. What type of items do y'all try to get the most of? What goes the furthest for y'all with doing this stuff?
The kids like the raviolis, SpaghettiOs, macaroni and cheese. We've had a request for instant mashed potatoes. Weird, I know, and ramen noodles. That is a big hit. And then cereal. and personal hygiene items, because we only give those out once a month because it's a big expense. So the female products, boys are always asking for body spray and deodorant. We always need shampoo, conditioner, and laundry detergent.
Just like the
Little
little
small
travel,
ones.
yeah, little small ones.
Yeah. All right. Well, that makes sense. Okay.
Some of the kids, they wash their clothes at the school in the athletic department.
Oh, okay. I had no idea. Oh, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Do y'all have any like good heartwarming stories that you can share?
I have several. One was at our New Horizon campus. So it's kind of like the Cleburne's team school. We had a student that was 20 years old. He had dropped out when he was 16 because he had a baby on the way and he was raising the baby. And he had called the principal there right before he was fixing to turn 21. And he said, hey, can I go to school and get my diploma because I want to go into the Marines? And the only way I can do that is with a diploma. I don't want a GED. I want my diploma. And she let him come in. We got to stalk his apartment. And at graduation, he stood up and he read his letter that without someone pouring into him as the principal did, and then Shine giving him food every week to feed him and his daughter. And I was like, that is a huge thing. And then we've got some students that wrote letters saying that I don't need the food, but I have a single mom that lives next door and she has a little boy. And so I take the food and I make sure that he has dinner each night to eat.
Oh, that's special.
And then one day we put food over at one of the churches on Nolan River Road. They have a 24/7 pantry. One day I was there and I was putting the food in there, and two girls drove up and they come and they said, I'm putting food in here because I get to give back because I used to receive. And I said, oh, that's cool. And she said, when I was going to high school, somebody would bring food every week and I would take food home to me and my sister. And I was like, oh, where'd you go to school? And she told me, and I was like, that was me. And she was like, thank you for giving, so now I can give back. And you've helped me and my sister have food to eat all school year.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You have any?
I mean, I don't think so. Because then I'll just start crying.
Okay, good. I didn't cry.
I know it's really been a blessing getting to, see all these kids do great things because, they did have people pouring into them and, supporting them.
Yeah, I recently had Cassie Moore on. Do y'all know who that is?
Yes,
Yeah.
we met her this year. We really love her and all the things that she does.
Yeah, she was great. She's doing lots of good things too, and with the housing and stuff like that. And it was very kind of coincidental too that she met an uncle that she didn't really know about, and he's kind of doing the same thing, but with boys in Rio Vista with the ranch.
Oh,
out
yeah,
there.
Steve
Steve
Stone.
Stone.
Yeah, so
Milestone.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we take a lot of food out there. So we partner with Albertsons here in Cleburne, and they give us food twice a week.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Oh, yeah. So we'll go pick up from them. That way our grocery stores can have, fresh fruit and produce and things like that. Also, BD Cattle Company.
Beatty in DeLeon.
Okay.
Texas Farm Bureau come to us and said, hey, would you like to receive meat every month? And I was like, of course we would. So they have started, I guess last year, I guess this is the second year that we've partnered with them. They bring us 300 pounds of ground beef every month to give to our students.
That's awesome. Do y'all have any other partners or anything like that, just besides them?
Albertsons is our biggest partner. We go pick up from them. And then at Thanksgiving and Christmas, when you see they ask, hey, do you want to donate to a nonprofit? It's called Nourishing Neighbor. And when you do, whatever they collect, they send to us in the form of $50 gift cards. So we get to give those to our students.
Oh, okay.
And one teacher told me, I guess it's been 3 years ago, she said, I need to tell you a story about these gift cards. And I said, what? And she said, I was shopping in Albertsons and one of my students walked in and she says, what are you doing here? And he said, I got this gift card and this is the first time that we get to have Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
That's awesome too.
so shop at Albertsons here in Cleveland.
Yeah.
We go there a lot. It's not too far from us. We that spot and Aldi usually is what we hit up the most. So have y'all tried to get like any local farmers or anything like that? I mean, because I know that there's people that go to the farmers markets and stuff like that. Have y'all tried to link up with any of that stuff that maybe not be selling too much that they can at least drop off by?
Have not.
No, that's a good idea.
I know there's some other people here in town, and Charles Whitfield out in Blum does it too, like the farm to market or farm to table. I'm sorry, not farm to market, but farm to table kind of stuff with meats and stuff like that. But that might be another one to try to get interested in as well, to be able to donate some things that they have as well.
Yeah, fresh produce would be great.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I think we should try to do some outreach to work with some of the local farmers here.
So when at the grocery stores, I always tell people it's a full circle because we take the food to the grocery store. So Albertsons is a no waste grocery store. So we get the stuff and then we take it to our grocery stores. Our grocery stores are no waste inside the schools. So once the students go through and they get what they need, then the paraprofessionals can go through and get like the fresh stuff that we put in the refrigerator. And then if not all of that's taken, the ag department can come and get, or local farmers can come and get to feed their livestock. So there's no waste at the schools either. And our grocery stores also serve multiple purposes. So like I was saying, the students do that, but then the 18 plus teacher comes in and she looks and she sees what's in there. And the culinary department comes in and that teacher goes through and she looks and she sees what's in there and she takes that back to her students and says, here, plan me a meal, make me recipe cards. So now those students are using what's in the store, making recipe cards. The 18 plus kids come in, get those recipe cards, and that teacher is teaching them how to shop, how to budget, and then how to prepare everything so that once they do transition from school to wherever they're going to live, they know how to do that stuff on their own.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I know that it seems like the schools need to kind of teach a little bit more about like finances and budgeting and all that kind of stuff anymore, because I think that's non-existent.
It is.
And
sadly.
It's pretty sad. When I went to school too, of course I was in Covington, Texas, a little bit different, I guess, small town. But I mean, they even went through like how to do your taxes, just like an easy to do your taxes type thing, how to budget a checkbook. Of course, that doesn't really exist anymore either, but I'm aging myself now. But
They didn't even do that when I was in school.
Yeah.
They didn't teach us any of that.
It's crazy because I remember budgeting. We had to come up with a budget and we would make fake money, and then we would have to kind of try to line out what we were doing, and then food and entertainment and what you would pay for rent and all this kind of stuff. And then, that's non-existent now. And it's pretty wild. And the fact is now there's just so many credit cards that are out there. And if you don't know how those things work, they can get you in serious trouble really fast.
Yeah.
They don't understand how that compound interest adds up.
Yeah, but I mean, our high school students that, are working in those grocery stores, they're getting real world experience.
Yeah,
they're
that's
getting
great.
job experience, our stalkers, our manager, all of them, so whenever they do graduate, they can put that on a resume or
Right.
something. I ran a grocery store.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Not only has Shine, done these grocery stores and provided food for kids, how many cars have we given away?
Oh, goodness.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so a lot of the times, people come into the transmission shop or, we had another automotive shop in town. And sometimes when people don't want to fix the vehicle, sometimes we'll just go ahead and buy them off of them if it's feasible for us to fix it. And then we can gift it to people in need. We gave away a handicap van to a disabled veteran, several single moms.
A single dad?
A single dad with... How many little boys did he have?
4?
4, yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's really great.
It's fun.
That's a
getting to
good,
be us.
I was going to say that's a good angle too of, hey, it's going to cost this much to fix and somebody doesn't want the car anymore.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
And then those people feel good about it because,
Right? Yeah.
even if they get a couple $100 out of it, they know that it's going to a good
It's still
cause.
going to a good cause. Yeah. No, that's great. So, yeah. I know y'all own the shop in town, but y'all got some other stuff going on too that I've been kind of seeing online. Aren't y'all is some kind of lodge or something like that y'all are putting
We
together?
do. We have the Red Canoe Lodge out at Clifton.
Okay.
So we butt up right to Wallenven State Park.
Oh, okay.
So we've
Yeah, on Lake
got-
Whitney.
So y'all just rent out canoes and stuff like that,
We've
or
got cabins.
cabins? Okay, okay,
We've
okay.
got 3 cabins and fixing to finish the lodge, hopefully by July.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's a beautiful view, beautiful cabins. Come rent.
Yeah.
We have Men of Shine, if you're ever interested in that. My dad started doing a Bible study every first and third Tuesday. And they'll do, different events. He has a men's retreat where they've got a big ranch up in Missouri. And so the men will pay, X amount of dollars to go on this retreat for 3 or 4 days and, get to experience all that. And the money that they pay to go goes directly towards Shine. So we can, buy groceries or whatever we need to do for our kids.
Oh, that's awesome. So tell me more about that. What do y'all do what do they do on the retreats?
So they go to the ranch and they have Bible study, and our ranch has a mile of river frontage on the Little Black River. So they kayak,
Yeah, you can
they
kayak, you
shoot
can float
guns.
for hours,
Yeah, they do a lot of cooking.
side by sides, tons of wildlife, really good fishing.
Oh man, that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
You should go.
So yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, just recently, me and a buddy went on a side by side trip. We went to Crossbar, Oklahoma, and I've never really been in one of those machines. I remember like growing up, I worked for where my mom worked at Colorado River Concrete there in Alvarado, and I was just like 14, 15 years old doing grunt work, weed eating and mowing and stuff like that. And we used to go out to Edgar, the owner's land, and we would mow and stuff like that. And he had a little mule, and sometimes on our lunch break while we're eating our sandwiches, me and this other kid would kind of go and play around in it, take it through the creek and then wash it off so he didn't know that we went, took it through the mud and all that stuff. But we went through one, and I was super impressed because there was things I was like, I don't know if we're gonna make it through, and it would just it would just go straight through it like it was nothing. I had a lot of fun. Me and my buddy did that day, and now he's been working on rigging it out, getting bigger tires, and getting the lift on it and all this stuff.
Do some crazier
so
things.
we can get some crazier stuff now. But it was so much fun, and I love that kind of stuff. I love being outdoors, and I don't do it as often as I would like to do. But so that sounds a lot of fun. What's normally the cost, or do y'all know, or does it change every year? Or?
It's been $600 per person, and that's all your meals. It's breakfast and lunch, and breakfast and dinner, and then lunch is on your own, like sandwiches, or if you wanted to go into town, you go into town. So, but 100% of that goes right back to Shine to feed the kids.
Well, that's very inexpensive for 3 to 4 days of
And it's free trip there and free trip back because
Yeah.
they take our vans. So, yeah.
Yeah, that is super inexpensive for what that is. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look into that because that sounds like a lot of fun.
I think
they had
last year
some-
they went down to the coast and went fishing.
Oh yeah, they did a offshore fishing trip down there.
That's cool. What were they fishing for? Y'all know? Just
I don't know.
whatever.
They don't let us go.
And I'll let you
It's okay. She has started a seat at the table. So now we have a little women's group going
I was
on.
going to say, I was going to ask you about that next because I saw
Yeah.
that there was something else coming together out there too. So that's fantastic.
So we do that the first and third Mondays at 6:30 out there at the, what do they call it? The barn, the building.
I don't know. They've built a big venue out at their house.
And where's that at? Or
Out in Keene.
out in Keene?
yeah.
Gotcha.
Cleburne.
Cleburnish.
It's Cleburne address.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that's all there really is.
So yeah, we had our first one
Last Monday.
last Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
It was good.
Y'all planning on doing retreats and stuff like that as well?
Probably. But I think we're going to do those out at the cabins.
Oh, yeah.
Lake Whitney. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do some couple retreats out there as well.
Oh, that'll be good as well. So, how long have y'all had the transmission shop here in town? Because I know that ever since I can pretty much remember.
Oh, we are second generation. Y'all are third generation.
Yeah, my
so,
grandma opened it in the late 70s.
Okay.
I mean, I've been there 33 years, I guess. So 46
From my little research, I think he opened it originally in 78.
78. Wow.
Yeah.
So it's been here a while.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I had to order some parts for our parts washer not too long ago, and my dad was like, look in the filing cabinet. You know, there's some paperwork in there. I opened it. It was bought in 1976. And I called them, and they're like, yeah, nothing on this is warranted anymore. I was like, no, I understand that.
No, that's awesome. That's cool that y'all, that your family's been around this long and y'all are continuing to, get involved with the community and all that kind of stuff. So that's fantastic.
That's my heart, is to be involved with the community.
Yeah. And that's kind of why I started this whole thing. I'd asked some people around, if there was anybody talking to just anybody, and not really. There's a few people doing this and that, but nobody really just kind of talking to the community. There's politic driven podcasts that are out there and stuff like that. And I've got a buddy that he does like Texas country stuff. I'm a huge Texas country fan. So he talks to artists and stuff like that. And so I'm literally just talking, I'm going to have him on to talk about his podcast. And me and Gavin
I
had
was going to
to,
say, did you meet with Gavin?
we ended up having to reschedule something that came up and he had to reschedule with me. We haven't got a date locked down yet, but hopefully soon we can get something locked down. Yeah, y'all are my first ones on since Cassie. I was just having, there's lots of people that say they want to come on, but there's not that, they don't lock down the dates. And
I was trying.
and
I
then-
felt bad.
no,
I was like,
you're
no,
fine.
we'll get there.
And then I had another one that, yeah, I had something come up, so I had to reschedule. Then she had something come up, and then I had something come up again, and I felt terrible. But we're getting hers out of the way on Tuesday, and but yeah, nobody was really just doing this, and I really kind of wanted to get messages out and let the people of the community have a voice, and
Yeah, I loved it.
and try to get help for all these things because I can't donate to every single
Sure.
little need, but I can dang sure talk
Like,
to
yeah, but
anybody.
if somebody's being like, hey,
Yeah,
Cleburne and Johnson County have some really amazing people.
They do.
That are involved in a lot that nobody knows about. We've been told that we are Johnson County's best kept secret. And I'm like, that's probably not a good thing,
Right.
but still it is because I've gone to speak at Baylor for their hunger alignment, and they're like, we didn't know anything about you until you spoke at Commissioner's Court. And then Texas Health contacts me. I didn't know anything about you until you spoke at Rotary Club or Commissioner's Court. So I'm like, how do y'all not know? I've been here since 2017, but I guess because I've never asked for anything. It's always just a handout to my husband or my dad, or we have a friend that donates every month, or an amazing veteran that is paralyzed. He donates every month. And I'm like, you don't have to do this. He said, but I do have to do it. And he just wrote a book, Jonathan Merchant. It's called The Long Road Home. It's on Amazon.
a little
Like,
shameless
that
plug.
little
for
shameless
him.
plug there. Yeah, plug it.
But it's a good book. It's a good book. And I've known him for years, him and his wife both. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I know. Like me, I met Chris Lathers a long time ago working at Chili's, and just kept up with him on Facebook over the years. But when he started doing the fishing poles for kids thing, man, I was like, that's freaking awesome. Get the kids out of the house, get them out there, teach them how to fish, give them a fishing pole. And I was actually able to go help him this year. It was during a weekend where I didn't have something else going on, so I was actually able to go out there, and I spent the afternoon tying hooks and handing out corn and
That's how we met him, was
Yeah, I was
through
gonna say-
fishing poles. And then when
The flooding.
yeah.
we sent him and another guy down there
Yeah, he
with
took our
schools.
box truck.
Yeah, they slept in the box truck.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said that y'all, there was no hesitation. It was like he was thinking a couple cases of water or something, and y'all
Loaded
ended up,
him down.
like with the whole truck, and he was just ecstatic about that. So yeah, he's a great guy. I know he had some things early in life, but he's really turned it around
Through fishing.
and doing great things. Yeah, and getting out there and exploring and all that kind of stuff. I love it. It's great. So, so what else? What else do you guys got going on? Is there anything coming up soon that you're trying to get some donations for?
The rodeo on Wednesday night. So that's
Yeah, that'll help
the
a lot.
That helps when we get started back for school. That helps stock our pantries and stuff for back to school.
You know, I'm trying to get Jack Merrill on. I've been talking to him back and forth a little bit. I know he's been a little bit busy, but I'm trying to get him on for the rodeo. He's the one that runs the whole rodeo thing.
Your captain and lieutenant, so Kit Woody and David Welty.
Okay.
They've been out there for good grief forever and ever. But Kit is he's the one that's always done the rodeo, like all the back part of it, in the chutes, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's one of those things I like going to the rodeo. I just despise how hot it's going to be.
Ooh, yeah.
You don't like the rain and all the mud?
But it's fun though. Yeah, I like that they do that every year, and it's kind of a staple.
This will be the 71st year, I do believe.
That's crazy how long it's been.
Yeah.
And that's great. So
If you want to go, let me know. I got box seats. I will hook you up.
no, yeah, we'll definitely go for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been trying to get this thing off the ground, like I said, and you know, talk to good people like y'all about that are doing some good things, and man, I'm really gonna look into that retreat thing because that seems like a lot of fun. When do they usually do that?
April and June?
They didn't do one this April.
I know something come up, but I think that's when it usually is April and
April
June.
or June? Okay,
Yeah, I think they try to do 2 a year.
okay, that sounds good.
And I don't know when the women are doing one, so.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll
We're
get.
just getting started.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get something planned. I can do what is it, that painting with a twist or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You could do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to think what else girls like to do. I'm like, I don't know.
We play Keno.
I just know what guys like to do. You know?
Yeah.
Motor vehicles, machinery, and fishing.
That is
And
some fun stuff, riding those side-by-sides on the trails.
man, I want one so bad now, and they're so expensive though. But man,
Just go on Marketplace.
I've been looking. There's still like, because I saw the new ones and I was like, oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
And
Don't
then
even.
so like even on Marketplace, I'm like, okay, it's one of those.
It's an investment.
Yeah, an investment of fun.
That's right. Just think of all the fun you'll have for years to come.
I just tell my wife it's about mental health.
She'll love it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love
Oh,
it.
and I showed her the video. She was super jealous.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. And my buddy's wife was too, but she's got like a 4-door one. Mm-hmm. So he wants next time we go, he wants to take both of them. So if we have 2 machines, if one breaks, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Colorado has some great trails. Arkansas has some pretty good ones.
Yeah, we went to Angel Fire on our honeymoon, and we had just bought a 4-door Jeep. I haven't even made a payment on it yet. We bought it in September, and we got married in November. And Emily got real bad altitude sickness, like bad headache, nauseated. So she was just kind of down when we first got there. And she left me unsupervised with this brand new Jeep. And so I cruised into Red River and did some trails out there. And yeah, ended up like turning it over in a hole. Yeah. It was like a weird thing when I was going around a corner and there was a washout and it just bloop went right straight down, nose down into it. And I was probably, I don't know, 2 miles up on this mountain. And so, yeah, I had to walk all the way down because there was no cell phone service up there. But it's kind of weird when you walk down the mountain and I got cell phone service. But because when you get back into town, but since it was November, there's no snow in the mountains or anything yet. So it was a ghost town. And there was one guy that lived there that had like a Jeep tour thing. And he
Was your savior.
he was my savior. He showed up and I gave him $100 and we went up the mountain. He got his winch and just pulled me out. Then I drove down and it was fine except for, a couple little Band-Aid areas that,
Yeah.
just a little wrinkle here and there, but it did fine. Yeah, she didn't talk to me for like a day and a half
Yeah, I was
after
gonna
that.
say, she wasn't nauseous before. She was nauseous then.
Yeah, I had to do
But you have a
some,
good story.
I had to do some good sweet talking. The guy there too, he was like, "Man, you could eat off the bottom of this thing. It's so clean."
You're like, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even made a payment on it yet. So yeah, it was fun until then. But how long have you been married now, Brie? It's been a few years.
6 years.
6 years. Yeah, because we just did our eighth year. I can't believe it's that long. It
I
doesn't.
know.
Some days it seems longer, but when I
feel
think
ya.
about it, though, I'm like, it hadn't been
That's
that
just
long.
yesterday.
Right. Cash he just finished up his junior year at A&M. He's going to
That
be a
is
senior in
crazy
college. I
to
know,
me.
right? He's gigantic.
I know.
He is so big. He's like 6'3".
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that is wild.
I know, right? Well, do y'all have any cool stories about the transmission shop? I've so many years of being in town. I just feel like there's got to be some stories or something.
I don't know.
I'm not there every day anymore, so.
I feel like it's pretty chill.
Because I know, so y'all used to own Main Street
We
Elite
did.
too, right? And y'all sold that to, you said it was a family member, I believe.
Jeff's
My
cousin.
dad's cousin.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
he
what it
moved
was.
down from Colorado and I guess just decided the automotive business was something he wanted to try.
He
Huh?
was IT.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I still take my vehicle there when it needs to be work done that I
Alright,
can't
yeah.
do myself. And I always, tell everybody I can. I was like, I trust that place. I know they're not going to try to mess around with you. So,
The same employees are there.
Yeah,
that
same
when we
technicians.
hired them.
yeah.
Same guys.
Yeah. So when I was doing music and stuff, that's when I met Russell. And he's
Yes.
worked there forever. Love him. He's a
Yeah,
great
he's
guy.
a really good guy.
Good mechanic. Always.
singer.
Yeah. Great singer. There's what's the name of that band? I'm trying to think of now. I think it's 49 Winchester. Every time I hear them on the radio, I think it sounds like him when he was young. I was like, oh my God, it sounds just like the way he enunciates and everything. It sounds just like him. That's
I
pretty
miss
crazy.
him singing around the shop.
I know.
Does he still play? I haven't talked to him in
know.
probably about a year.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a backyard warrior now. I just go and play like 5 or 6 songs, and once or twice a week, and that's about
I
it.
actually still think I have some videos on my phone of you playing the guitar and singing from like back in the day.
Oh man, you're gonna have to send me those.
Yeah.
You got to send them to me. Yeah, I started posting a little bit on Facebook.
I saw that.
Yeah, just to try to get used to being back out there and stuff like that, because I don't know, social media is weird.
Yeah.
I don't try to really get on there and interact anymore. I have been lately because I'm just
Yeah, you got to promote this.
to promote this and just kind of get involved with the community, and that's kind of one avenue to do it.
Sure.
But man, just getting on there sometimes it's not a real place.
Yeah.
It's just not a real place. I don't think these people would be interacting like this if they were just sitting down having a conversation like
So
we're doing
out of
right
touch
now.
with reality.
Right? And
It's a perfect world on there, though.
Well, I'm definitely trying to do a big push to get more people to vote. I talked about just a little bit earlier before we started this thing, less than 1,500 people voting for who's, going to be mayor of the city is pretty pathetic in my opinion.
Yes.
So I'm going to try to do anything that I possibly can just to get people to go vote. Depending on what I got going on, I'm going to, I'll probably even try to offer up like, hey, I'll come pick you up, take you there, and then take you home. I've been talking to a couple other people about maybe we can rent a van or something and just do something where we go around and pick people up. And anybody that did go vote, we're trying to encourage them to take 1 or 2 more people. Don't care who you're voting for. Just
Get out and vote.
we got to do something about this.
Maybe Joco Shuttle could help with that.
Yeah, I was thinking about hitting them up. I don't know if Cletran can help out with that too, or not. But yeah, I don't know what else to do. But we've got to change it. There's lots of crazy stuff going on these days, and the only way, where can we start with and have the most, you know, turnout or actual like something that's happening is right here local. You know, if we actually show up to council meetings and CAD board meetings and things like that and just kind of paid attention a little bit more around here, I think we could stop a lot of this crazy stuff from happening. You know, and I don't know. I think it's really important, and we need to start exercising that right a little bit more.
Yeah, there's many people that complained on social media about it actually, showed up to vote and, like you said, go to those council meetings and things like that. A difference could be made.
Yeah, I agree.
And voting is a privilege.
Yeah.
It's something that I think people take lightly. But there's men and women that died for your right to vote. So get out and use that.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of people think that, oh, it doesn't matter. It does.
It does matter.
It really does matter. And, I do like it when people say that if you don't vote, you lose your right to complain. Mm-hmm. But it seems like they're always the first to complain, and they're not willing to do anything about it. And so, yeah, I'm going to try to do anything. I'm going to make it a better place, and we can start here,
Exactly.
Here locally.
Where we live.
Try to get the right people in there. Tell those people that are in there, like, how you feel about it and why these things are there. Bring receipts too. Make sure that you're doing research. Listen, when you're a part of government, you're definitely not an expert at everything, and you can't be an expert at everything. There's too much, and there's so much out there. So you do have to rely on people like us to help out with them, to bring things to their attention, because it's just so hard to dig into everything.
Sure.
Anyway, I don't know, kind of getting off on a tangent
You're
there.
like, I'm going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, going down a rabbit hole.
That's what I've always told my kids. As soon as you're old enough, go register to vote.
Yeah.
Go register to vote, because you have opinions, you have a voice. It may not be my opinion, but I'm not going to force my opinion on you. You have that right. Use it. Go vote.
No, I agree. And the only way that you can get better ideas too is to discuss them. And just because it's your idea doesn't mean it's the best in the world. You got to go into it with an open mind and collaborate. We got to talk about, and it's okay to disagree.
Sure.
And we need to get back to that too, that it's okay to have different opinions and to disagree and not hate each other for it.
For sure.
Yes. But sadly, people cannot get past that. I don't agree with you, so I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
Yeah, I know, and that's awful to me. It's very tribal, and I don't like it, because we're all here just trying to do our best, But it's kind of funny too, the hypocrisy of something like that. It's like, well, I want to be like me, but you can't be like you. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Think about what you're saying right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Can you imagine how perfect the world would be if everybody just put all that aside and take in from everybody, you, and then make one voice out of thousands of voices? And the change that could happen within the community if everybody just got along.
Right.
And it's not this side against this side or this person against this person, and don't talk bad about this person. Just get along and make things work.
It's everything will be fine. Mm-hmm. It's okay to disagree.
Absolutely. That's why we have committees of 7.
Yeah.
Because everybody's not going to agree on
because
the
they're not
same
going to
thing.
agree, right? Yeah, you got to have that odd number, so it goes one way or another. Yes. Awesome. Was there anything else that you guys want to promote or anything?
No.
I don't know. Is there anything that you can think of that we've missed? I've been thinking of a lot of things.
We've probably missed a ton of things,
I know.
But
you went out to the Railroader Stadium, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You go out there for games?
Yeah, every now and then I do.
So we partnered with them in the beginning to do Home Plate Project.
What's that?
Once a month, we were having a drive-through food pantry.
Oh, okay.
When John Junker was here. So, good grief, how many years ago has that been? So now I think they do it at maybe Christmas and when school starts again. They still have a drive-through pantry.
Okay. Yeah, I know, what is it, Bethel Temple? Mm-hmm. Myself Church, I know he does like the once a month or so where people can come and pick up food.
And East Cleveland Community Center does as well.
Does the same thing. That's awesome. Do you guys partner with them too to
We have in the past with East Cleburne. We've taken school supplies to them, and we've taken food to them as well. We partner with Becky Hightower with the Bread
Bread
Connection.
Okay, yeah,
So we're kind of most nonprofits don't share a lot of stuff, but like we share with Becky and Becky shares with us because she'll get stuff that we don't get and we get stuff that she doesn't get. So it makes it, we're all in the same business of meeting the food insecurities of people. So why not share what you have? And we'll share with Open Door and they share with us as well, their food bank out there.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of how it should be. I mean, everybody's just trying to, and if you think about it that way, where you have it, it's kind of divide and conquer type thing, and
Yeah.
you all just kind of bring it together and then mix and match and do all that. I like that.
Because we do high school kids and she does senior adults. So
Yeah.
it's perfect because my high school kids won't drink 2% milk or eat green
They're still kids.
bread.
They're still picky.
But our seniors do. So, yeah.
But recently, y'all have been partnering with Operation Blessing, right?
It's out of Oklahoma.
Okay, what do they do?
They distribute food as well. So we go and we pick up from them. Well, we actually purchase food from them once a month.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. What else? Got anything else?
For the longest time, we did Christmas wishes. So we'd get on Facebook and let people nominate families that, needed a little extra help.
Yeah.
Our plan was to just do, read through all the nominations and pick, 3 or 4 families. And every year, it didn't work that way. Every year, we bought for every single family
Every
that was
family.
nominated.
One year we had 14 families.
Yeah. So our board of directors for Shine and whoever else wanted to come with us, we'd all load up and go to the Walmart or wherever and all grab baskets and
We did learn that the men are worst at
yeah.
shopping because we've got a budget because we buy for the kids, the mom, the dad, the grandma, whoever lives in the household. And so we said we have X amount of dollars because we have 14 families. So each kid gets this amount of money. One year we had one of those giant cars, the battery, and I'm like, that is not in the budget. That's $200 by itself for one kid. Oh, we got this for him and this for him. I'm like, no. Oh, well, let's buy this trampoline. It's a whole family gift. So, yeah, guys are not good shoppers when they have a budget.
Yeah, I agree with that. So if we go and like get an angel or two, off the tree to donate to, and I usually, I'm the worst. I buy everything on the list. Like it'll be like the
And then
one
some.
and then
Yep.
some. Yeah, I'll find something else. And you come in there and I'm like, I spent like $800 on 2 kids
Yep.
for Christmas.
But that's your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny because I hate shopping too, but like that's different.
Yeah,
I
when
guess.
it's for, somebody else and that
Yeah,
those kids are deserving it.
yeah, and you get something to kind of go by, of things that they want and need and stuff like that. So it makes it a little bit easier than me trying to just go shopping for my wife. I've learned my lesson though. I just pretty much have her pick it out and I
She
just pay
needs
for
to start
it.
filling out
Yeah.
a little angel.
I'll be like, hey, I got this for her, and she's like, can I take this back? And I'm like, yes, you can.
One thing that we did this year, well, before school started, the team school here and DAEP campus over at Fulton, the teachers didn't have a teacher's lounge. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
yeah,
I went to school there
really.
for 6th grade. Yeah.
So they did not have a teacher's lounge. So we met with Dr. Parsons and we went, I guess, for 2 weeks. Painted, put up wallpaper, and S&S Furniture here in town helped me with recliners and couches and tables and
We
chairs.
hooked them up.
Oh, that's super
They
awesome.
had a sweet teacher's lounge.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 teacher's lounges because we did one for the DAEP teachers and then the one for the team school teachers.
Oh, that's super cool.
They were rocking it. We tried to get them those massage
massaging
chairs
ones?
where
Oh,
you
yeah,
lay
yeah.
back. And I went on Amazon and had 2 of them ordered because I found them for $200. And she's like, "How did you find those for that?" And I said, "I don't know." She said, "Well, we'll see if they get here." They never showed up.
Never showed up.
Yeah.
I've had that happen too. I bought a couple of kayaks that never came. Mm-hmm.
I did get refunded though, but
Yeah, as long as you pay like through PayPal or something like that, or one of those, that's pretty good. So the first time I ever got into one of those massage chairs, Emily took me to get a pedicure, and that's the first and last one I've had so far. I've not gone
You
back
didn't
for
enjoy
it.
it?
It was fun. I don't know. It was one of those things. If I was going to spend $70, I could probably buy ammo or something like
Okay.
that. You know what I mean? Instead of getting my toes worked on.
She
I
appreciated
was gonna
it,
say
though.
Emily appreciated it.
Gosh, I think she liked the pictures, and that was pretty much about it. But, yeah, but those chairs are pretty cool. It's almost worth it to go back just to sit in one of the chairs.
Just leave my feet alone. Just let me sit in
Yeah,
this
just,
chair.
I'll wait on her.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm hearing about everything. I love it. I love that there are people out there like y'all that are doing good for the community and trying to give back. Again, I want to help in any way that I can. So if there's anything that I can do, or if you have anybody that could come on here to talk about stuff, please let me know. I can show up when I can show up. I don't have all the money in the world, but I'll try to do what I can do. And but I'm definitely trying to get out there more and just help out because I'm able to do it, and I feel like I need to, and it's a calling for it. And so I really appreciate y'all coming on and talking about this, and I really appreciate that everything that y'all are doing.
Thank you for what you do.
Yeah.
God's going to bless you in big ways.
Well, thank you. I mean, I hope it. I don't know. It's kind of everybody's been like, "Are you paying for?" And I was like, "No." Putting it on YouTube. I'm not looking at the comments. I'm putting it on my podcast page, and then I'm sharing it on my personal page. That's all I've really done. Trying to make it just kind of grow organically. Again, just kind of getting started. So I'm still trying to get the feel of this whole thing. As soon as we sat down, I don't know if y'all noticed, like immediately I broke out in sweat. And
I didn't notice.
every time I first sit down and start going, I immediately get nervous at first, and then I don't know why I'm nervous because I never even got that nervous when I was like getting on stage playing music and stuff like that. But
I feel
I
like you're
usually forget my
natural.
name.
yeah,
Who are we here with?
yeah. Well, that's another thing too. I'm terrible. I have to. Okay, so you're. Right before I'm with everybody, unless I've, known you forever, I'm like, okay, I need to say it like this, right? Because I butcher everything. I'm looking at names and I'm like, I don't even know. I don't even know.
We just did a
We just
video.
did a video. It
Horrible.
was, I know the poor girl that was videoing us. She probably thought there was something wrong with us.
Well, I'm still working on this thing. With the camera, I got more cameras and stuff. I'm going to and I got a new interface. So maybe here in the next couple of weeks when I'm, messing with it, but it'll be like, so if I'm talking and it's going to show me, and then if you're talking, it'll show you, and if you're
Okay.
talking, it'll show you.
Getting
Kind of,
fancy.
yeah. So it's because I know right now it looks kind of weird. It just looks like we're sitting here in a cubby hole, like talking, but
I think it looks good. I was watching
Too.
Cassie's this morning, actually, and I thought everything looked great. You did great. She did great.
thank
I was
you. I
watching
appreciate
Blake and Derek.
Yeah. Yeah, those were good ones. Yeah, I've known Blake for a really long time, about a decade. He started that Satellite Rotary Club, so I was trying to, get out and, do things more and volunteer and stuff like that. And somebody suggested Rotary. And so when I looked into it, I was like, yikes, okay, you got to pay a lot of money to be in this club to help out people. So I was like, there's got to be something else. And then I heard that there's a new one coming on that they're trying to start where the dues were quite a bit less and we were actually more hands-on. And so we went out to the Crossing Center and we redid their whole playground area and redid their flower beds out there and put mulch down and fixed some stuff and did all that. And then so that's where I met like Chris and Andrew Bedeker, Blake and his wife Jennifer, Danette that works for Blake. That's where I met all those guys and that was my first, I guess, start into trying to get out there and make a change. But it's been here and there. I just, how it is.
The hardest part is starting.
It's
You've already
starting,
done
yeah,
that, so
But we've got some ideas for in here. I want to try to get some barn wood and cover the foam to make it look a little more. I want it to be comfortable because I want people to be comfortable in here
It's comfortable.
and be able to open up and talk about themselves and let everybody get a really good feel of these people that are doing really good things here in town. So
And you're a part of that.
I'm happy to be, because I think I've talked to people and they're like, hey, I'm not very interesting, I don't know if I want to come on your podcast. And I'm like, to me, everybody's interesting. I just find talking to people fascinating. I usually learn so much because they're doing things that I'm not doing. And I don't know, I've always been a talker. You've known me a long time, and I could talk just about any, and I will literally talk to anybody. We may have an argument or have a disagreement or something like that, but at the end of it, I'll hug you. I don't care, because that doesn't bother me at all.
Sure.
So, but go ahead and plug your Facebook page and all that kind of stuff, and how people can reach out to you guys to help.
We're on Facebook at Just Shine Together. You can message us there. I believe Shannon's phone number is on there if you need to get in contact with her for anything. You can always call the transmission shop. I'm there if you have any questions about it. What else?
Stop by the building,
Yeah.
1903 Granbury Street.
Do y'all have office hours there?
Sean is usually there Monday through Friday from 9 o'clock until 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh, one big thing. If there's anybody that wants to sponsor a grocery store, you can do that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. But Mavwicks Fragrances, have you heard of them? A girl that I went to school with, she started it, after she went through some postpartum struggles, and started out as just like a candle company, and now she is huge with, does she even do candles anymore?
She does, but she's doing fragrances now.
Yeah,
and
she
body scrubs.
Laundry soap, all kinds of stuff. But she sponsors one of our grocery stores. We put a big sign up that, Shine Together's partnered with Mavwicks for this grocery store.
That's cool.
Main Street Elite has sponsored one. The
Yeah.
Transmission Shop has sponsored one. Andy and Vanessa Dally, just in honor of her father. So yeah, $10,000 opens up the grocery store. It buys the double door freezers and double door refrigerators like you would see in a grocery store, and then all the grocery store shelving, and then it stocks the pantry.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So about the fragrances, is it all like all natural fragrances and like laundry soaps and stuff like that?
Yeah.
That's awesome, because I've been trying to get off of like the whole chemical thing. Mm-hmm. All natural soaps, all natural deodorants and stuff like that. Regular deodorant stopped working on me like a long time ago, so I was like, why am I putting this aluminum in my body for no reason? So-
She has a storefront in Joshua.
Yeah. She just opened it in the last, year or so? Mhm.
Because I would rather buy somewhere local for that stuff instead of having, like Dr. Squatch or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah. She sells room sprays and stuff, that they make, and I just keep it in my car to spray in my car and also spray on myself,
Yeah,
before
right.
I get out. And that's what she said too. She was like, oh yeah, no, you can use this on yourself. It doesn't matter. It's not harmful. So
She just launched body products, the lip gloss and lotions.
body scrubs, all kinds of stuff.
That's fascinating. I want to try to get her on, because I want to know how she got into making all this stuff. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, she, started really small, but I mean, she's blown up huge. TikTok, has really helped that. The people from TikTok have flown her out like numerous times to do things.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, I can get you her contact information.
Yeah, please forward that to me. Yeah, I don't even have a TikTok, so
It's probably for the best.
yeah, probably. Now I'm only on Facebook. I have an Instagram, but I never get on there.
Same.
And then I have an X account that I usually get on like once a day and see what the world's pissed off at, and then
Yeah,
I just kind of
there's a
hop
lot.
off. But yeah, I've actually slowed my social media down. I'm only allowed an hour on X and Facebook a day, and that's it. And I've been sticking with it pretty good.
Good for you.
And I'm a lot. It's pretty freeing, actually.
It is. You have a lot
Not
more
so much
time.
anxiety.
Right? Just put your phone down. Go outside.
I saw somebody say that they have an iPhone that they have like at their house, but during the day when they leave, They leave it there and they take a flip phone with them. That's only like to receive calls.
To receive calls and
Yeah.
texts, yeah.
It's pretty smart.
That is pretty smart. I'm not gonna lie.
They just like buy minutes for it.
I should probably do that.
Yeah, I thought it was a very good idea.
I mean, it's just got so much noise and so many distractions. You don't even you don't even realize, because when I do run up my time, it'll be like, oh, well, give me 15 more minutes. I'm just trying to get through like messages that reels that people had sent me, and then it's over and that quick. And I was like, I already spent 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it seemed like a few seconds.
It's embarrassing when your phone sends you like your screen time for the week,
Yeah, I
and you
know.
look at it, you're just like, ooh.
Yeah,
Put
I could have
that
been.
away.
I could have been doing so much more. in my
Yeah.
life.
Out riding that side by side.
Right? Oh man. Yeah. Again, that was so much fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to another trip doing that. I'm gonna look into those retreats, because I've been trying to like try to go on like a hunting trip, and but like a backpacking hunting trip, not go sit in a deer stand or anything. Like actually have to go out before season starts and kind of get a lay of the land and scout and do things like that, and then actually during hunting season, try to go out and get something. And but M's not really too thrilled about me just going out there by myself,
Yeah.
and having somebody else that wants to get in shape to go out and do something like that. Everybody gets a little hesitant, like, wait, what? We're gonna do what now? Like, you mean 7 days we're just gonna carry everything on our backs? And yeah.
Sit in a tent.
But I recently got Starlink, so at least I could take the little roam thing with me and
There you go.
be able to have some GPS.
Call for help.
Yeah, I could call for help I don't know how they're gonna get to me, but
That's something Garrett would like to do.
Yeah. I'll hook you up with my brother.
ah,
That sounds right up his alley.
yeah. Because I mean, I think when I did that, because me and Cash went to Philmont, New Mexico, and did 12 days in the mountains up there. That was so much fun, so much fun. I had to prepare a lot for it, but
Yeah.
it was a great time. But I still have all the stuff. I have all the backpacking stuff and the tents and everything that's really lightweight. So yeah, I want to do something like that again, because I just felt like I got rebooted when I came back. Your cell phone only works every now and then, so I could only call Emily. Like, I think I called her twice when I was out there, because you have zero service. So I was basically just using my phone as a camera to take pictures, and that was it. So, I don't know, man, just like completely reset my brain. when I
Time to
came
be
back.
still and
Right.
hear everything around you.
Yeah, it was great.
That's Missouri.
Yeah, I was gonna say that retreat is the best place to do that out in Missouri. They've got this beautiful back porch on the second story, just a big balcony. You can just go out there early in the morning, and the deers are down below you, just eating at the feeder. The hummingbirds are circling
That's
around.
awesome.
Or you can sit there at the lake area right there, the swimming hole.
Mm-hmm.
After I was doing chemo, that's where I would sit. Just sit there and just be with no world noise. Just sit there and hear what God was telling me. Just right there
Just let
watching
the
the
river
water.
roll.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very peaceful.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many acres y'all have out there?
Almost 300.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And it's got some nice trails too.
Heck yeah. Man, I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap this up again.
Thank you so much
I
for having us
appreciate
and what you're
everything.
doing.
And help me get the word out. I'll post this on my friend's page, and when I get everything edited and all that stuff, I'll send it out to you so you can
Okay.
push it out and share it however you want to.
Yeah.
So
Thank you for what you're doing and giving people of Cleburne and Johnson County a voice.
yep, I'm doing the best that I can. Yeah, I'll take any suggestions and talk me up. Try to get people
Yeah,
on.
of course.
It's not as scary as you thought it was
not.
going to be.
No, and I knew it wouldn't be with you. You're a very comfortable person to be around. You're just like energy is like very inviting.
Yeah. That's funny that you say that, because anytime me and Emily go to a concert or anything like that, like her sister-in-law said it multiple times, like somebody will just come up and start talking to us, and then they'll walk away and she'll be like, y'all know them? We're like, no. And they're like, what is that? What is up with that? Like everybody just like walks up and starts talking to you like you're best friends. And then I was like, we've never met those people before.
Both of y'all are that way. Though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And
It's great not to meet strangers.
I don't. I will literally talk to anybody.
Me too.
Anytime I sit down next to somebody that, like, we're getting on a plane or something, I'm like, man, I'm
Yeah.
sorry about your bad luck, but I'm going to sit
I'm a
here and
talker.
talk your ear off.
The poor guy that's sitting next to us.
Yeah, we just got back from Colorado, and yeah, the poor people on the plane with us, just chatting them up.
Yeah, I'm the same way. All right. Well, thanks again, ladies.
Thank you,
And
Joey.
I hope everybody gets out there and tries to donate. And I hope maybe I'll get another sponsor for another store. That'd be fantastic.
Yes.
And maybe one of these days, if this thing takes off, I can sponsor one.
Heck yeah,
It's got to make money first. Right now, it's just costing me money. But
it'll get there.
Time is just important as money sometimes.
that's true. I'm just going to try to stay consistent with it. So,
There you go.
Well, thank
Appreciate
you.
you.
I would thank you all again. Bye, everybody.